because we play in peak summer, all the girls put on the zinc and the sunscreen and that. I can't do it because it literally just like runs into my eyes and then it's just game over.
How does it go playing in the summer? Is it like tough? How tough is it?
I mean, I love it. I hate playing in the wet. Like I don't like wet weather footy. I don't like being cold. So I would rather play in 38 degree heat than pissing down for sure. I really like it. And it's only going to get hotter, obviously, with our season getting moved forward a couple months.
In December.
We're really going to be playing in the peak of it, so that'll be interesting. But, yeah.
Do you prepare any different to, like, in the heat? Do you have to drink?
Just the lead up, making sure you're, like, hydrating, that, all the sort of typical stuff. But
the club look after you with Powerade and
that they'll usually have like some icy poles or something for us before we run out. Hydrate icy poles and that, or like on the bench they'll have like ice cold towels to put over our heads and that, which come in pretty handy.
Does cramping come into play a bit?
I don't really cramp. There's a few do. Jamie Lambert, she is like a renowned cramper. You'll see her all the time, like pumping out the calves on the ground in like the third, fourth quarter. So she's right into the pickle juice. But yeah, we're in our second year, we played in Alice Springs. Second year or third year, I can't remember, one of them. We played in Alice Springs, and as like we have community ties out there with some of the communities up north. And so to Melbourne. So we played like a exhibition game sort of thing up there, like a community game. And we went up 6 days early so that we could get used to the heat. And I think we were playing in like 39 degree heat, and it was like 7. It was 7 at night or something like that, and it was beautiful. Like sun was setting over the the mountains and that. And it was a very cool game to play. But we had girls vomiting in the goal square from the heat and all that. Like I don't think it's a different heat up there as well. It's
dry.
Very just. It wasn't the funnest game, but it was. It took a lot. The heat took a lot of getting used to, but the heat, that we play in is nothing compared to that. So I feel like if I can get through that without vomiting or shitting myself, I think that's pretty sweet. like the triathletes when they finish at the end of their races. Yeah, exactly.
Some pretty gnarly stuff happens.
I know.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. So
have you heard the David Goggins? He did that. He did like an ultra, I think 100-mile race, and didn't train for it.
Yeah.
Have you heard the story?
No.
He he wanted to enter this 100-mile race or whatever. And he had to do this other race beforehand, and it was a 24-hour race. And the guy said to him, if you want to do this 100-mile race, you have to get 100 miles in 24 hours, right? So he didn't do any running beforehand. He was just like doing like bodybuilding kind of workouts. And he just started like, I can't be that bad. How hard is it? Anyway, he started doing the run, and he reckons he was about 70 miles or something through it. Long story short, 70 miles through it, just started like shitting blood, like just shitting himself. And then by the end of it, he ended up making, he made 100 miles in 23 hours or something like that. And,
he's a freak.
And he was like getting people to carry him like home.
Yeah.
And he was like, his body was just went into disarray.
Yeah.
And then the funniest part was he ended up calling up the guy. He was like, I made 100 miles in 23 hours. And the guy on the other end of the phone said to him, the whole point of the race is to run 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then it was like David Goggins was just like, oh shit, I'm not going to be able to do it now.
Yeah.
But anyway, he said after that he wasn't able to move for like 2 weeks.
What a freak.
So yeah,
honestly.
The body goes.
But then he continues to do that sort of shit. Like,
which is weird,
it's
right?
It's not like he does it once and then he's like, oh, well, like that's done. Like, then he like pushes the next level. So won't catch me doing that.
No.
I do fitness for football. I'm like, I don't do it because I like
enjoy it.
I do enjoy it. I enjoy gym.
Yeah.
And I can get to a place where I feel really good during a run or after a run. But like people talk about when they get into like this meditative space, and like my mum does that. Like she's got 4 kids that drive her insane, so she needs her run, otherwise she goes nuts.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, and she's like, that run is therapeutic for her.
100%.
Running's not therapeutic for me. I'm like, no. I feel like, but also I don't want to go out and just run 6Ks like she does, at a steady pace. If I'm going to go to a run. Or something, or like fartlek sort of stuff, because I'd rather do, go really hard and cover 7, 8, 9Ks rather than plod along and, you know, do the same pace. I'm like, I need something, you know, and then I get to walk if I do fartleks as well. I'm like, at least then I get like
Just
a little bit of a
push hard
breather in
and go
between.
slow.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the same. I'm a little bit with your mum on this one as well. A little bit therapeutic, especially if like doing Muay Thai or something where I get to let a bit of aggression out. Or
yeah.
because I'm a bit of a competitive person. If I don't, you can kind of, I can feel it. If I don't train for a couple of days, 3 or 4 days, I feel like just jacked up, like a little bit.
Yeah.
Sounds
You
like a
feel
minute.
like
I can feel like I need to just like release some tension.
yeah.
It's
You
weird.
definitely feel better. I mean, like I haven't been able to do anything. I had, you know, like after surgery, I had the cast, the full arm one.
Yeah,
so,
right.
and I didn't want to sweat in it because it was going to go all gross. And when I work out, I sweat so much.
Yes.
So I was like, I just, you know, gave myself the breather, which I probably needed, like coming off the season. It probably wasn't the worst thing for me. But you do like, you know, 10 days of no running, you're like, oh, like you just feel gross. Like I notice how much better I feel after a workout, after a gym session, like straight after. And then for the rest of the day, you're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, relaxed.
One in the bank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always
like,
feel, yeah.
That's more so the satisfaction I get with it rather than the during therapeutic. It's like the after, fuck yeah, I feel good about myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that sort of
100%.
thing. Or like seeing improvement in a run or a gym. You know what I mean?
I always feel way more calm after I finish working out.
Yeah.
And sometimes
100%.
I just sit there, I just do like a sigh, like if I go, let's go like that. I just feel like relax. And everyone's like, what are you sighing for? I'm
You'd
like,
be
I'm
an
just
angry
relaxed.
little man. You'd be an angry little man if you didn't have the gym.
You're right. I am. I get short. I get snappy. It's weird. It's one of those weird things, like a human thing, because we obviously evolved from a species that's done a lot of work to a society now where we spend most of our time sitting down doing nothing.
Yeah.
And I reckon there's a little bit of instinct in us that tells us to go out and do some hard work, I guess, like lift some heavy weights, go for a hard run.
Yeah.
I think there's something primal about that.
Yeah.
How do you